There are two franchises that I can think that I grew up on and love more than any other franchise. Those two franchises being Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. Both of which have heavily inspired me in regards to fantastical stories that I have been writing. The one that I'm referring to is not the comic book that I've been working on for years, but is in fact something that I have called the Angu Chronicles. It is a fantasy sci-fi story with kind of an elemental magic system that centers around a main character called Michael Yamoris. Along his journeys with the Angu, including Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, along with a kind of a Han Solo Strider-esque character in the form of Ben Kiev, he and the group come across, on the planet Pentamere in the system of the Denamine system, this female character, who I spent an incredibly long time thinking about and trying to come up with an interesting backstory for, the interesting lore, a language for her people, and this is the result. This character's name is Sapphira. She was heavily inspired by the elves of Middle-earth and some other Star Wars characters. The Night Sisters with the gray and red hair complexion. The gold eyes, just because I like the color. The markings on her face are a part of a tragic, horrifying backstory of enslavement and horrible persecution of her people. These are brandings. She was abused, and like any other slave would have been, by the evil Navalika, which are basically just Cumulans, who are part of the people that she's from, who decided to throw away the peaceful, pacifistic, loving nature of the Cumulan people and become downright scoundrels who just want to do absolute evil and oppress all of their enemies. And their enemies, at least the enemies that they see most fit to oppress, are the Cumulans, or her people. That's why she has brandings. That's why she and her people were captured, enslaved, and abused. She was lucky enough to escape, and there's much other lore behind this character that I'm not going to give away right now, but that's a nice little background for it. I just wanted to show you guys this piece of work, this thing that I did the other day. I really enjoy the way it looks, the way it turned out. It's not perfect, as you can tell, but it does help me visualize the characters, which I've already verbally described in the book, and I can't wait to see where else this character will go in the story, as I'm still working on the second book, and there are plenty of other books to come. And yes, I am going to be looking for a publisher for the first book coming up, so if anybody is at all interested, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure you get a discounted copy. But I do enjoy drawing characters that I have otherwise not been able to fully flesh out outside of descriptive language. And this was one of the ones that I've had the most fun designing and redesigning over and over again. This is the third time I've drawn this character. Each time, I think I've gotten a little bit better at actually capturing the essence of the character. And I feel like this is probably the best that it's come along to. Let me know your guys' thoughts, though, because I really do think that this is probably one of my best pieces of art. I absolutely adore the character and the style of Sapphira, and her story and how it intermingles with the other characters in the book. And I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm along for the ride as much as you guys are, but I am plotting everything out as meticulously as possible and keeping everything in line with the lore that I've previously established. That being said, I don't have much else to show or much else to talk about. I would love to see your guys' opinions on this. This was one of my most enjoyable pieces of art to work on, and I've worked on a lot of comic book pages so far. Yes, I am almost done with the comic. I'm getting closer and closer every day, As you know, I don't have anybody working on the inking, the coloring, or the lettering for myself. It's all me. I'm doing everything on my own, and I'm working a full-time job and trying to get hired onto a fire station. So, of course, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that doesn't allow me to just blow straight through every single page of the comic as I'd like to. But nevertheless, I really enjoy anyone who's watching these videos still, anybody who's willing to give me some feedback on this character, the design. I really do enjoy you guys. You guys are awesome. You know, love the ones that have stuck around as long as they have. I just can't wait to see where this goes. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.